When you first started, now, of course, 1971, we're talking the days of romanticizing the newsroom. We're talking All the President's Men, Washington Post. What was it like in a small town newspaper as opposed to what we've romanticized?
Well, I've been lucky enough to get started in a small town newspaper, and then I went to the Associated Press, and then I was teaching effective writing. Then I ended up at the Miami Herald, which was a big time newspaper. But they were essentially the same experience. It just the daily local news. It was a room with maybe 20 reporters in it, and everybody smoked cigarettes and drank coffee. That's what I picked up both of those habits, unfortunately. And then, for a while, I thought I could not write anything without a lit cigarette and a cup of coffee. It was really stupid when I think back on it. But yeah, you would just be in a little, and we had manual typewriters, so it was loud. And newsrooms were always loud. You could yell to other people, and often you yelled bad words to there's a lot of swearing. It was the most politically incorrect environment. And then when I got to the Miami Herald at the beginning, this was the 80s still, it was still that way. Mostly there was switching over to computers then, which was another reason for swearing, because nobody ever understood how the computers worked. So it was a lot of saying bad words to the computer, but it was still like, now, oh my God, you go into a newsroom. Well, since COVID, there are no newsrooms, but in the immediate pre-COVID era of newsrooms, it's like this giant, dead quiet, serious, and everybody seems to be 23 years old, and everybody went to Northwestern or Harvard, and they're quietly talking on their phone, and they're typing, and they're quietly conferring, but nobody ever yells, "Fuck!" Like, this is what you used to hear routinely I hope it's okay to say this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but you used to hear that word all the time in the newsroom, and not just by men either. It was just, there was a different environment, and it was fun. I mean, you kind of liked the energy and the excitement, and weird things would happen in newsrooms. Like, this is just kind of maybe the most extreme example, but you would look up and there would be a guy come in with a kangaroo. Why? Because the circus was in town. And the PR guy from Circus would bring the kangaroo to the newspaper. Why? Because he knew we would take a picture of it and put it in the newspaper. And you just never knew who was going to wander into the newsroom, because it was like a happening, exciting part of the city, which is not the case anymore, obviously, with journalism. But it was then, and it was fun. And we old people all go, man, these kids today, they don't know what they missed.